Hey guys, this is Comic Ken, and if you're making comics, you probably already know this, but the skill of making comics actually takes a lot of self-learning. Like, you can't really wait for somebody else to come by and just be like, "Oh, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to make comics and how to make a living." Like, you got to find and seek that information for yourself and teach yourself. Develop the ability of learning and meta learning, and basically you have to become an autodidact, somebody who can teach themselves new skills and without the aid of a teacher. A lot of the time early on while I was just starting out, I had really wanted like a teacher, somebody there to kind of guide me through the process, or make there be like a shortcut for the information I was trying to learn so that I could learn faster. And no doubt that would have helped me learn a lot of concepts faster. But in the early days, I had to seek out a lot of the information that I eventually ended up using, even to this day. A lot of the information that I learned was from YouTube, DeviantArt, random blogs and articles online, just teaching me different things that pertain to making comics, coloring comics, every skill that I would need to use to make a webcomic, and then to also make a living in webcomics. I had to seek it out in books, I had to seek it out in videos. Every resource that I could get my hands on was something that I would use to learn how to make comics. And it wasn't just the specific skills that I needed to use to make comics. I also learned the skills of deliberate practice. I'd read books on that. I'd read books like Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers or Talent is Overrated by Jeff Colvin. Things that would show me what it is that the top performers are doing to actually get results in their fields. And I was always trying to find and cross-pollinate different disciplines from different fields to figure out, like, okay, what can I use from this area of study or this specific skill set to apply to comics or apply to the making of stories and images. I'd always try to watch videos of manga artists creating their comic just to see, like, okay, what are they doing? What are the nuanced techniques that they're doing to speed up their process or to create their art? Back then, like, we didn't really have that much in the way of seeing manga artists work or create. And basically it was up to people who wanted to record that process to show us what it was like. And it wasn't until like much later on that we got this wealth of videos that we have now, like the Monben series, or Yusuke Murata, the creator, the artist of One Punch Man, drawing his manga and showing you exactly how he's doing it and how it's done. And those would be such a great resource that I would be able to learn from, just seeing, like, how are they positioning their hand? What are they doing? Like, how fast are they drawing? Are they erasing? Are they doing all the work on the page? Or are they using a light box to draw on top of? Like, are they doing more in the process? What is their process? Things like that really help me to learn more about the process of creating comics. And eventually you will find teachers, but you have to seek them out, and you already have to be on the path to creating comics or getting better with comics. You have to seek out those teachers. They won't really find you unless you're like in school specifically for comics or art, or if you have an art class that you took during high school or things like that. They might be able to show you a few things, but they're not going to be able to show you everything that you specifically need for what you're trying to do or accomplish in comics. So 99% of the information that I know and that you're going to have to find is self-taught, and it's going to be from YouTube videos, from articles, blogs, websites, obscure, even defunct websites that you'll grab from all corners of the internet to master your craft. There is so many resources that I've bookmarked that I've read and got the knowledge from, that if I try to go back to those now, they're gone. And now I just have the knowledge inside my head, and I'm using them in the comics that I'm working on, and nobody else can get it. You can't even get it from the Wayback Machine. That's how deep it goes. That's how much I've studied. That's how much I've looked and read into trying to make more comics. So you have to be obsessed. Like, you have to be literally obsessed. I would even learn from the mindset of Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, of like what it really takes to get good at their skill, at their craft. And they played basketball, and I was just like, okay, how can I apply this to comics? So yeah, you have to take information where you can get it from and apply it laterally into the work that you're doing in comics. And I think that will serve you well going on into the future. And if you would like to see what I'm doing to apply all the knowledge that I've learned over the years that I've spent trying to make comics applied into one place, check out my latest webcomic, Saintly. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop Demon Hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And I hope you enjoy it. So please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.